I have it capped at 25 frames, but showing average at 161. I'm not sure if that's right or not. Minimum 8. Yeah, I don't think I think it'll even out on the average FPS here. I'll show you the settings. It's on full screen Windows. It's just how I like it, so I can switch in between things. Native resolution 1280 by 800. It won't let you set like your custom all the way up, but you can turn up things individually up higher. I just have mostly at the recommended. Some fares, projected textures on. View distance I like, so I have it on high. I haven't tried it on ultra yet, but I might try that. Environmental details on good. Ground clutter fair. Shadows fair. You know, I don't really care too much about that. Liquid details, sun shafts, particle density fair. So a lot of fairs. I may try turning some up just to see how it runs. Environmental detail, we'll make those high. Texture res. No anti-aliasing. VSync is off. Okay. I'll go to Talbrad and we can see. See, you can see the view distance is really good. Still holding at my max 25 frames. Averaging out at 46 now, which is still good. I do have a solid state drive in, which is why everything loads pretty damn quick. Still looking good. Average is at 40. Well, I'm in my tank spec. Hopefully that's not too loud in your ear. Just run around and see how things look. Frame rate so good. Looking at 35 average, still doing my 25. Haven't dipped really much at all. But yeah, one of my main things is just view distance, and that relies on the CPU a lot, which, you know, the new i5, i7s are amazing, so that's not an issue here, as you can see. yeah, I'm not sure where else I should go to just, give you an idea of how this looks, but yeah, everything runs smooth on those settings that I showed. I have my high settings are the view distance and I guess details. Most other things are on fair or good, but I don't really require much. But everything here looks good. You can see projected textures, which is important if just to see, like, some boss fights require you to see things that are on the ground, like when I cast my Death and Destruction or Death and Decay. I mean, you can see that. So yeah, I'll take another run through Orgrimmar. Valley of Strength will probably lag a bit, I'm sure, so we'll see how that holds up. And now I can hear my fan come on up a little bit. Right now the temperature is at 89 Celsius, 90, and then we'll see how the fans cool it down because it just started turning up. The Valley of Strength holding up not too bad. It's at 23 frames. It's early in the morning, so there's not a whole lot of people, but yeah, frame rate's still really good. Now it's dipping down to 23 a little bit, but I'm sure like at peak hours it'll get pretty laggy. I usually avoid this area and I hang out over in the Valley of Honor. But yeah, see here it's really smooth. Auction house still hitting 25. I can hear my fans now ramped up. Brought it down to 86. Fans are at 5,500 RPM. Usually I've been playing at home with the laptop cooler too, so just because I'm kind of anal about all that, and I'll usually have my fans turned up automatically, but I just let this come up by itself, and it looks like the system's fine on making sure the fans turn up when it's needed. As you can see, even in Orgrimmar, I'm not dipping down in the teens at all, just stays in the 20s, even with like the high distance view and everything. See things way in the distance. And there's a windowed mode. Usually windowed mode takes a little bit away from your frame rate, but like I said, I like to switch between things. The fans are coming on again, full force. I'm just playing on a flat surface right now. You can see the shadows even on the fair. You can see them on the ground, not just blobs. You can see my shadow. So yeah, the Intel HD 3000 is holding up. I had the old Core 2 Duo 2.4 in the 32M or 320M, and yeah, that played very, very well too. I always felt it was CPU limited, so especially for WoW, because it's such an old game and there's a lot of numbers and generating in the background and stuff like that. So yeah, the i5s, and this one here is an i7 dual core, and I know it really helps toward WoW especially. StarCraft 2, I'm not sure how well the Intel will hold up. I'm sure not as well as the 320M, just because I've seen some benchmarks on and the CPU can only carry the GPU so much, and in WoW it definitely carries it, but that's a good thing, because I still feel WoW is very much CPU bound, still over CPU or over GPU. Alright, yeah, that's my World of Warcraft video for the 2011 i7 Macbook Pro. If you have any questions, leave it in a comment, and I'll definitely answer them for you.